What do you think of the team's pace tonight compared to a week ago?
I think that Spencer Lee and Austin DeSanto scored a heck of a lot of points back-to-back, and we needed that. I think we had some situations where we got slowed down. It wasn't necessarily our pace. It was, you know, I don't know if you pick down if I'm the heavyweight. I think I defer. I don't want that match slowing down or just go on my feet. Now, we're going to have to escape in the national tournament, but, you know, we got slowed down there, and then we made the adjustment, got the stalemate call, and then we got to get the escape. And we stepped back over the leg. This guy was still over the power half side over here. It's a funny ride. It's a heavy ride. It's a heavy ride by a heavyweight. Lugo, you got to get off the bottom. So bottom, you know, there's some sticky situations. One thing about Cassioppi, he got off the bottom at the end of the period there. Lost all his riding time, stayed very composed. But pace, you ask about pace, I don't know. I think, you know, I think there's certain things that I need to be better at. And one of those things is just being like political and try to win the political battle. Not try to take on the whole world, maybe. And that'll help our pace, too. That'll help my pace.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
I mean that I just need to be more of a professional out there, you know.
Okay.
There were some things that were frustrating, and, you know, the referee, you know, at Lugo's match, but that's not the referee. That's Lugo, and Lugo knows that. That's the thing, and that's the great starting point. You know, we're going to fight for our guys, that's for sure, but I need to be better. I lost a team point. I went out in the middle of the mat to shake Cassioppi's hand at the break, and I guess that's a team point. So I need to be better.
Coach, when you start off with Alex Marinelli, and it seemed like he started steamroll, and then he could take it down. He started to steamroll again and take it down.
Alex Marinelli's like one of these guys that's very perceptive or very aware of what he's doing out there. So he assessed his match and gave it to me, and I heard it, and he's dead on. There's nothing there that was like an excuse or that wasn't true. He told the truth. And sometimes, you know, and his opponents are going to scout him, and he said it. And sometimes in his penetration, he's dropping straight down on his heels a little bit, and that's what happened there. And, you know, this guy is a kind of a low ankle guy, a darter, and he was maybe waiting for it or timing or whatever. And, you know, Marinelli needs to be a little bit more sly and a little bit more like a strategy maybe, and not go after that head hunting type fall stuff in the first period, because these guys feel it coming. They're still fresh. 6-3 with riding time. Why not 6-2 with riding time? You know, and then 6-3 with riding time. The referee gave one there. We go back to the center. Boom, get in on there, 8-3, but now it's 6-5. So that's what you're talking about. He assessed it very well.
Tom, you made a point of coming over and talking to Sandoz. He's coming off the mat. What did you say to him? Did it have anything to do with his Nebraska match the other night?
Oh, he's awesome. I said, that's how it's done. You want a definition of how to wrestle a dominating wrestling match? That is how it's done. How many points did he score?
27.
27 points. Spencer Lee, that's how you do it, too. He scored 70 points in the first period. You know, those matches are ended in the first period, and then Flow Wrestling, they still got their little chart going. You know what? Let's just get to the second period and let him start in the bottom or top, and then we'll get second period points. He's got 70 first period points, something like that?
84-1 his last 5 matches.
84-1 in the first period, last 5 matches. That's staggering. And he's wrestling better. It's not like a flash in the pan type thing. So that's what I said to DeSanto.
Can I do a follow-up with what you said? You had to be a little more professional. You know,
Yeah, I just
people have known you for all these years.
Yeah,
That's,
chill out, man. Chill out.
But
Chill out.
do you have to quit being you?
No. I didn't say that. You put words in my mouth. I got the mic. I'm talking.
No.
Let me talk. We got to be better. We all got to be better. I got to be better. You asked about the team from Nebraska to Ohio State. I need to be better. We need to be better. There's some specific positions in finishing. We're finishing down on the mat too much. We need to come up with legs, keep, you know, keep it more in our control, that leg straight, and putting that guy down. A lot like Cassiope did. You know, Marinelli was quick takedowns. So we need to incorporate that from, you know, bottom to top in every weight class.
I know you talked about Lugo wanting to get out from bottom, but I think he had like 5 different situations where he probably could have scored from his feet in that match. He's been pretty good about finishing, but is that something else?
Yeah, that guy was very elusive.
You threw the brick out though at one point. What did you hope to see there?
We threw the brick because the rules were changed on the cradle because there was ambiguity in the rules. And so our brilliant rules committee gets together and they say, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say if you lock up a cradle and you put the guy in the far hip, there's no reaction time. If you put him down on that hip, that's a 2-point takedown. He hit his hip. I'm not saying anything about the referee. Take the referee out of it. I'm talking about the rule book. I'm talking about the rule book. The rule was changed because of the ambiguity. And now there's still ambiguity. That's why we threw the brick.
You didn't wrestle Warner or Murin, any reason?
Murin nicked up a little bit. Warner, best thing for him. He didn't like it. He didn't know it until, I guess Wilkie walked out there. But conversation afterwards was all good. He's a pro. He's awesome. We're moving forward with him. He's fine. Murin, what do you call it? You know, those football terms. Probable, doubtful, whatever, questionable. He might be questionable for Penn State. That'd probably be the right word. Not doubtful, but questionable.
Is there anything else?
Talking about Penn State, how do you guys start preparing for that duel now after 2 big duels?
Well, I know that our guys' minds, and I'm not talking about the 10 weight classes that wrestled, I know that our guys' minds are right there right now. And they'll enjoy this, and they should, and, you know, families come to town, and you get to, you know, enjoy the things in a 7-3 matches, right? And why do I feel like it was even? And that's what I mean. I mean, I gotta chill. I gotta learn to enjoy 7-3. I mean, against a three team in the country. I'm not changing though. I'm not saying that, but I mean, come on. And I want to take on the whole doggone world right now. And you guys did a good job. Lugo, you know, they call that cradle rule. 8-2. Happel believes 9-1. Throw Warner out there 10-0. How's that for chilling out?
Okay, thanks, Tom.